Inflation. The grocery prices have shot up, the bills are due, and rent is too damn high. And your paycheck is stagnant. You're thinking about how we're going to make it this month. The bank account is constantly in the negative, and we are struggling to pay for basic necessities. How do we overcome financial hardship? How do we get over this hump? Friends, this is a topic that indeed hits home, as do all of my talks, but this one is going to really strike a chord with so many people. Because the average person lives to simply pay the bills. Most people are just trying to survive. These days, it really is becoming much more challenging to live a life that includes the basics. Is it possible to overcome this? Well, of course it is, but we first must recognize that the solution to financial woes are rooted in the recognition of the problem, and that's really with everything, friends. Let me say this. Those of us who are fortunate enough to be born in the first world already have a leg up in this situation. We don't have to migrate for opportunities or even look for a new home. What we need to do is work with what we have. But the problem is most people fail to see what they do have. And not only this, we have to ask ourselves what kind of life we want. What most do not know is that the life that they are living right now is the one that they want. And I say this because most people who are affluent make sacrifices to achieve this. There is no easy way to bypass any kind of hardship. In actuality, the road to freedom and accomplishment is the challenging road. That road is the least traveled by most people because most desire a life of ease. They want to do very little and receive a big payout, but it doesn't work that way. In life, those who endure for the sake of progress will reap the rewards. Now, what does that mean, progress? Well, it's advancement. And that is what is necessary to achieve and become a better person. You see, there's an aspect of character that all individuals who are high achievers share, and they are solid in character. They have fortitude and tenacity. You have to be able to hold firmly to what you want and know that you will have it, no matter what the circumstances dictate in the moment. You see, the reason most people never rise above poverty or mediocrity is because they won't make any sacrifices. For example, they won't scale back their expenses. They don't want to invest in education. They refuse to take risk, even if the risk could warrant a great reward. People who are financially free have done at least one or all of the aforementioned. And ultimately, what this comes down to is the desire to become better, to live better, experience a quality of life that people who do not have the finances can actually experience. Some people may disagree with me entirely. I'm aware of that. Many think it's the government's job to provide prosperity for its people, but that idea comes from the sentiment that the government is a parent of the people, and its job is to take care of us. I don't subscribe to that popular belief because I believe in self-determinism, I'll put it that way, and I want to be the driver of my destiny, and I don't want the government to parent me. Because where do we draw the line with that? If we allow the government to meddle into our finances, who is to say it won't go even further? The question is, do you want to be independent or dependent? A dependent is subject to someone or something. There is no freedom in being a dependent. But there might be a sense of security. And that's what most people want. Now, perhaps financial or any hardship is a result of nature, nudging us forward. We tend to like to remain in a place of comfort, unwilling to accept change and unwilling to adapt ourselves to anything new, thus not allowing for growth and maturation. we really don't think too much about nature. I mean, we really don't hold it in regard. However, it dictates every aspect of our life. Whether we like it or not, we are subject to the ebb and flow of the tides and the phases of the moon. We have no control over earthquakes, hurricanes, tidal waves, or anything for that matter. We are trying to control our life and death, but I assure you, the day a mad scientist proclaims victory over material death is the end of days for us. You see, friends, what we want to do is usurp nature and manipulate it for self-benefit. We loathe hardship of any kind, and we desire to lasso nature so that we don't have to endure what it gives us. However, I'm telling you this, hardship is necessary, and it produces strength of character. Hardship, be it financial or physical challenge, humbles us so that we will appreciate the rewards of life. If you came here and you thought that I would give you an easy way out and I'd tell some get-rich-quick story, so sorry to have disappointed you. I'm speaking to those who want to look at life from another perspective. I want to explore various aspects of life through philosophy. And I do think that the political approach to problem solving is a failure and is causing even more societal woes. And it is producing generations that are selfish, entitled, and simply have no regard for life. But to have somebody else solve your problems is the easy way, because you don't have to deal with your inadequacies and you don't have to change. So that's why the politicians' answer to financial hardship is to simply increase the minimum wage, provide more social programs, which include subsidies and even more. But you don't need to do anything to uplift yourself. You can remain where you are and expect the world to meet you there. You see, this is the current state of affairs, and it is dragging down generations, but nobody cares because they believe that they are avoiding the hardship that is life. But my friends, this cannot be done. The avoidance of the hard road is not a life of ease. It is the hard way. Because what most don't know is climbing the mountaintop reveals the clear, and a secret passage to the things in life that can only be acquired through temporary hardship. Life is ironic. It rewards those who submit to it and casts down those who tries to rise up and conquer it. None of us can conquer hardship. We must accept it and use it to become stronger in mind and heart. That is why it exists. If you like this content and you want more, let's do what we need to do to make this channel available to the masses. Please subscribe or follow. Thanks for your support. It's always appreciated. Until next time.